And welcome to Sports Talk on the Friday night edition. Yes, I'm Dr. Jerry Green, and we are live on the WJRG television network. And this show is being sponsored and produced by my man Big Don from Big Don Production. And welcome you guys. But Big Don, how you doing, brother? God bless.
I'm doing great. Everything's great.
Everything is great as always. All the way in Maryland, my brother-in-law, Larry Pearson. What's up, Larry? God bless. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm blessed.
All right, on the Friday night. Also, we have the legend, my man, Bruce Austin. What's up, Bruce? How you doing, my brother?
Everything's beautiful, brother. Everything's beautiful.
Everything is beautiful. Our sports legend, Anthony McLean. What's up, my brother? God bless.
God bless you, too. Everything's good.
And we got Otis Rogers all the way from Hartford, Connecticut. What's up, Otis? Big O. How you doing? What's up? You hear me, O? Okay, that's what
you hear me? I'm doing wonderful. How y'all doing?
Oh, okay.
I hear you. You hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
I want you guys to come on early so I get it done. All right. We're going to get started because we have a lot to talk about. But I'm going to start with Anthony and Larry about the NFL draft yesterday. And start with you, Larry. Let's start with the draft, man. Some of these picks. Go ahead with the NFL draft.
Ward, which everybody knew Ward was going to go number one from Miami. The Titans are going to put all their faith in him. I think he's going to be an outstanding quarterback, and there was no doubt in their mind. They knew from day one, and that was no surprise.
Okay.
Travis Hunter, it was shocking because Cleveland did a trade and went down two spots, matter of fact, from 2 to 4, and so they gave Travis Hunter. Went down to Jacksonville, which that'd be a good combination. Now they got a real offense that can compete. I think that will fix a lot of stuff down there. And as we know, there was no doubt about that. But also the Giants went with Abdul Carter. And we knew that was going to go like that because they didn't want to take no chances. And we know he's going to be in place for at least the next 10 years. So they ain't got to worry about that. That's when they didn't take no quarterback.
All right. What about you, Anthony? Also the guy Booker, the Cowboys picked him up, right?
Tyler Booker from New Haven, Connecticut. I was doing a little bit of research. He's the 12th player born in New Haven that's been drafted in the NFL. Probably the most famous guy that we all know is Floyd Little, the Hall of Famer from Hill House High School and University of Syracuse, and of course, Hall of Famer for the Broncos. Booker probably starts opening day because they got a couple of their linemen retired. And they've been looking to shore up that position for quite a while. I think Carter was a great pick for the Giants as well. I agree with Larry. I think it's barring injury or whatever, he has the look of somebody that could be there for quite a while and they can build around. He could be a little bit of Strahan, a little bit of LT in the sense of being somebody that you build around.
All right. What about you, legend? You watched the draft last night. I know you got Lewis Booker. That's Lewis Booker grandson too. I heard.
Yes, sir. That's who it is.
All right, talk about it, legend.
Yeah, I think that was a good pickup for the Cowboys. Like Amp said, Zach Martin retired off that line, Hall of Famer. So that's a good plug in there. And everything else went pretty good. I mean, Shedeur Sanders, he didn't get chosen, but he got a chance to do. That's like Lamar Jackson did.
Okay.
Lamar Jackson was the last pick in the first round.
Wow.
So he'll get a chance to go in and prove his worth on the field, and don't worry about what the people say.
All right, Don, what you think, man? I mean, you brought up this other guy, Don. Was it Shakur? What you said his name was?
What's the name, son?
Shedeur Sanders.
Shedeur Sanders.
Okay.
I brought him up because I felt like, we thought he was going to go the first round. He might go the second, but it's also possible he'll go the third. I mean, he will get drafted,
but he's not that high pick that I guess I didn't follow him closely because I definitely would have betted anybody up until last night he was going to go in the first round.
Mm.
Why didn't he go early?
That's a good question. That's a question you ask these guys, right?
Yep.
What about you, O? Well, why didn't you go in the first round?
I didn't see. I like Don. I didn't watch that much about him, but I know that I've watched a few of the games with the Buff with Colorado when he played. He played pretty good, but you know, I didn't think he would go a first round. I thought he may even go a high second round.
Oh, okay.
He may end up with where's the guy Hunter go? Jackson. Yeah, the guy Hunter with the Jacksonville, right?
Yeah.
He may end up going with. I know Jacksonville were talking about getting him because remember what's the combination that Cincinnati got? Burrow and what's his name? The wide receiver there. They were thinking that he may go to Jacksonville and hook up with them because they think that the quarterback for Jacksonville is not that good. He got benched a couple of times, didn't he? Jacksonville started quarterback.
Lawrence ain't going nowhere.
What was his name? Yeah,
Lawrence.
He had got benched a couple of times, but
Lawrence got some help.
He good though, but they had benched him a couple of times because he wasn't playing that good.
Yeah, okay. He never had no help, really.
All right, what about you, Ken?
Yeah, they had benched.
Well,
on the draft.
Yeah. Obviously, this is the Deion Sanders effect on Shedeur Sanders. I didn't watch the draft last night. I do a lot of driving, but I taped it, analyzed a lot of different things. On the board, he was statistically better than the guy from Mississippi without the baggage of Deion Sanders. On interviews, he went back, and he went on a lot of interviews determining how much his son was going to be worth and saying that he was going to be an influential decision. And they say, well, can he make his own decision? And he's literally on tape saying, not my son, not my son. So with his personality, general managers aren't going to deal. After seeing the interviews, I'm like, no matter whatever happens, I think Shedeur Sanders was the second-rated quarterback. You don't take this Jackson Darks, this guy from Mississippi over Shedeur Sanders. You don't do that, especially with statistics. Even though the guy in Mississippi did well, he's only 6'2". There. But I think that the general managers, and if you really look at the interviews, I talked to Anthony about it today. I had to go look into it. And I'm looking and I'm saying that, if you look at Deion Sanders' interviews, he's literally telling them that he is making the decision on his child. Ain't nobody messing with that. I mean, bottom line, they're not messing with that. So now I'm not surprised. I just think his dominating personality being his only offensive coordinator is messing him up. Just be quiet. But here's the good thing. If he goes in the second round, he can only sign a 4-year contract. If he goes in the first round, you have the 4-year and a 5th-year option, like Brock Purdy. So he'll be able to cash in big time for the money. So as Anthony said, the Randy Moss effect. So this could work for him, if he just goes and balls out for the next couple of years. He get the big payday a year earlier and make up for this. So, and I just think it's a Deion Sanders effect because there's no other explanation why there was only one, maybe 2 quarterbacks taken in that round. And Anthony, did you look it up? Is this the least amount of quarterbacks ever taken in the first round?
It's been a while. You got to go back at least 10, 15 years where only 2 quarterbacks got picked in the first round. And not to go too long diatribe or anything, but if they're more worried about Deion than Shedeur, that's on them because the kid's talented. The kids are very, personally, I'd love to see him put on maybe 10, 15 pounds because, he's a little frail and being in the league, we all know, the quarterback takes a beating, but this end of the day, these GMs showed that if you're a confident young black man, they've got a problem with you.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. Okay, so the draft is on again tonight. Which team you guys think made out the best in the draft, and which team you think will make out the best in the draft? Start with you, Anthony. Which team you think made out the best?
Not to cop out. It's tough to judge it after one round because the thing is, actually, the core of the draft is going to be the next 2 days. I call the first night of the draft, I call it NFL Idol, because it's more about stash and everything like that, and it's great. It's great for the kids, but teams that are going to build the team building starts tonight and tomorrow. You got rounds 2 and 3 tomorrow. 2 and 3 today, and then 4 through 7. This is where they're going to be building their. This is where they're going to be building their building blocks. This is where teams are going to take it to either a contender level, or we're a year away. I get it that people want to do instant analysis after the first round, but this is something where you almost have to look back, say 2-3 years down the road, to see where they're really well. I mean, if you go by flash and dash, one would say that Jacksonville did well by trading up to get Travis Hunter, because he has the possibility of being a starting DB and also being a possible slot receiver for them as well.
All right, but Larry, let me ask you a question now, because these are the main top picks right here, though, right? In this first round, right? Wasn't he like the top?
Not really.
No?
Yes, I think the Giants made out well getting Abdul Carter. He's going to be another man that's going to be there for a long time. He's going to be a beast, for years to come. And they got a quarterback out the deal. He's not as good as Shador, but I think he has a lot of he's going to need some work. He's not a proven quarterback in Mississippi State. He didn't run no pro offense, and he didn't look that great to me. So, as far as having a solid quarterback, I don't think he might not be the one.
Wow. What do you think? You gonna say something? Go ahead, Bruce. You gonna say something?
Yeah, the Giants made out good, but they still, the only reason they didn't take Shador because they got Russell Wilson, and they got another quarterback in there that's,
Jameis Winston.
Mm-hmm. So they figured they couldn't pass up this good defensive player.
But the Giants have never had a black starting quarterback. Ever.
They need a quarterback.
They kept.
Well, Anthony's saying one. He got his finger up, Larry. One.
But that they kept. They might have had him for a year or so, but they didn't put the future in the black quarterback. And they never have.
Oh, absolutely. Okay.
I got the Bishop on here too, and I go with Kendall. Bishop, we're talking about the NFL draft. I know you just came on. We talked about it a little bit. Which team you think made out the best in this draft, man? So far.
I'm gonna ask you to go to Kendall because our cleaning people are here. It's background noise, so give me about 2 minutes.
Okay, then let me take you off for until you get back on. Go ahead, Kendall.
Well, also, I'm over here. I'm of the nature of Anthony that we never really tell who made out based on their college careers. Okay, let's say this: New Haven made out because Euless Booker's grandson, Euless Booker, is playing for the Dallas Cowboys, which this program here is pretty much Dallas Cowboy heavy. So New Haven made out. We're familiar. I'm sure we can get that young blood. I've known him since he was a kid. I've known Father Euless and his wife. I've known son Euless, who played at Michigan State. He went to the NFL, and now got 3 generations. So made out.
And Donovan at the point too. We got to get him on the show. We got to get him on the show, Kendall.
Do you remember there have been with 5 quarterbacks were taken? John Elway was the overall number 1, and Jim Kelly was the overall number 1 at one time. But the emergence, and then we had Tim Couch being the overall number 1. And everyone said it. Tim Couch is going to be a great quarterback. Billy Smith, great quarterback. But in that draft was Donovan McNabb over Ricky, who was that, the running back?
Ricky Williams.
Come to find out, we never thought that Donovan McNabb was the best quarterback in that draft. So I think if we can go back, I think when it comes to the draft, it's just, their careers in college. We don't know how that's going to translate into the pros. Emmitt Smith was the 16th overall running back taken, the all-time leading rusher. They made out that year, so I can't even call the draft.
Yeah, but look at Tom Brady. Tom Brady was, if I'm not mistaken, was a 6th round. Sixth round.
Mm-hmm.
So the first round don't necessarily mean the best players going. First round doesn't mean they draft it on need.
Yeah,
And if you notice, most teams got their quarterback.
yeah.
That's why it wasn't that many quarterbacks gone in the first round this year.
But Bruce,
Right.
Bruce, can I say something? Do you blame the GM if you pass up a guy like Tom Brady that turned out to be the GOAT, and you had the number 1 or number 2 pick, and you didn't pick him? That's like when Joe Dumars. That's like when Joe Dumars didn't pick Camilo Anthony, and he went to that guy in the 2003 draft, or Michael Jordan.
That's a chance. That's a chance you got to take.
Your job. That's your
He
job.
was a backup quarterback.
Listen. Michael Jordan would have never went third if what you're saying is true. You never know in the draft how they're gonna pan out. They've had Heisman Trophy winners didn't even make it.
No.
Gino Toretto and the boys, they didn't even make it in the pros.
But you
So
know,
it don't matter. It don't matter what round. A lot of guys don't make it.
Andre,
right? Okay, I'll just point that up because if
Andre Ware.
I'm all right, go ahead, Otis. You want to say something? Oh, you want to say something?
Yeah, because like he said, you just go ahead. You really don't know because whatever they need, sometimes they may need a quarterback. Like Bruce said, you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
All the team had quarterbacks. All the team had quarterbacks. That's why they didn't draft quarterbacks. Most teams now drafting defensive players because that's what win games. Defense.
If I'm paying you a certain amount of money,
you would get quarterback. Look at Carson Wentz for Philadelphia. He wasn't no good quarterback, but he won the Super Bowl because they had a good defense.
Okay.
Yeah, but he wasn't playing when they won it.
You know what I mean?
Knowles won it.
Exactly.
All right.
But
Jerry, tonight you're gonna see
it's kind of hard. Like you said, it's kind of hard to say.
Oh, you see the running backs tonight? Okay.
Yeah, and running back.
Receivers.
Christian, you set now or what?
I'm all set.
Okay, we're talking before I move on to the NBA. We're talking about the NFL draft. Give me your opinion because I know you were supposed to start it off with that. Give me your opinion on the NFL draft.
Even if I was supposed to start it off, I think we all have the same consensus. First round and even midway second round, which takes place in less than 45 minutes. You can't really say who made out. Now, you can say who made the best moves. The Giants made the best moves so far. Okay. I mean, in picking up Carter and then picking up Dart, they gave up their space. And then they took their spot in the third round, but then they bought their way back into the late first round by making a deal with the Texans. They're giving up 2 second rounders, some money, and I'm not sure what the other thing is. The bottom line is this. Right now, if you had to look at it on paper, the Giants look like they made out. But I have to say, finally, the Cowboys, Bruce, got some help on that front line with Booker. So,
yes, sir.
And I mean, I'm not going to put you in the Super Bowl, but I will make a small contender out of you, at least get to the playoffs because he's a good protector. I used to watch. I watched him when I had to. I am proud of him. I promise you, being from New Haven, I am proud of this guy, man. Really, I hope he does well.
We will get him on the show. We got to get him on the show.
I think he allowed only 2 sacks all 4 years.
That's exactly right. I was about to bring that up, and that was was it the Clemson game or the LSU game? Was it?
I think it was his freshman year. I think it was in the freshman year, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, and the problem here was it wouldn't have happened if you. I remember seeing the play vaguely when I heard he was playing, and I think he got one of his guys. He bumped into one of his guys and lost contact, and boom, that was it. But hey, nonetheless, the bottom line, I think the Cowboys are going to do well. Travis Hunter, they're trying to decide the Jaguars if they want him to play two-way. They're not sure. I kind of think he's only going to play one. He might just be a receiver, and he'll be what's the word I'm looking for? A backup, either a cornerback. I don't know if he can play
nickelback
nickel when they need him.
Nickelback.
If their nickelbacks go down, at least they know they got a utility guy. So they're making out like bandits. The Patriots, no real big deal, but yeah, he's a playmaker. So I mean, when you look at the first 10, these guys did okay. But now the question is, and I think I heard Larry say it, and if I'm not mistaken, Bruce was alluding to it. And Otis, he may have said something about it. You gotta wait and see how these guys pan out. because in college it's one game. The pro game and the college game is just like night and day.
Okay.
So it's going to have to hurry up and wait. Anthony said it. Are they going to be an impact player to the point where they can make a difference immediately? We won't know until the season starts.
Okay, well Tuesday night, because you said the draft is tonight, and they got to do it again. You said they got two more
Tonight and again
Tonight and tomorrow.
All right, so Tuesday, you guys have your homework. Have everything filled up for me, so that way Tuesday we can finalize and we can go over the teams. I want to go to basketball now too. We have some good games, a good series going up, but I got to start. Bruce, let me go with you, man. I got to start with you, bro. And I'm not picking on you, but I got to ask you a question because I know Friday, me, you, and Bishop picked the Knicks to win, beat Detroit. That was Friday. That's Friday. I heard you Tuesday said the Knicks is not going to win because Jalen Brunson hold the ball too much, and they're not going to beat Detroit. Now they won the other last night, 118 to 116. Are you still with the Knicks or what, Bruce?
Yeah, but listen, let me say this first.
Go ahead, bro.
Did you see the difference in the game last night?
I watched the game at all. I was at the Kirk Franklin thing.
Listen, what I said last week, I said they can't win.
Okay.
If Brunson keep playing like that.
Okay.
Last night, they took the ball basically out of his hand and got Towns involved.
Okay.
They should have done in the last game.
Okay.
That made the big difference.
That was
they started him out with the ball in his hand. And Brunson did this thing later on. But if they play like that, they can win. But if they use Brunson to get 30 points and Towns don't get but 10, they're going to win. All
right. What do you think, Kendall? The Knicks and Detroit. Because now who you pick? You picked Detroit, right?
I still Detroit. Listen, 118 and 116. Detroit's still in it. The Knicks did what they got to do. They split. I think Detroit's going to win the next game in the Garden. And if Detroit gets it at home, because I'm looking at them.
No, they got to play in Detroit. The next game's still in Detroit.
Yeah.
The next game in Detroit. And they better win it.
Square Garden.
Huh?
And come back to Detroit. I got Detroit.
He's talking about game 5, I think.
About game 5, okay.
I'm saying Detroit in 6. I'm saying Detroit's going to come and win this next game, then go to Madison Square Garden and steal. I think.
So they're going to win the next 3 games. You're telling me they're going to win 3 in a row.
I'm going to see the Knicks have 4 players go score 20 points. If they do that, like they did last night, if they do that, like you said, they took the ball out of Jalen Brunson's hand. So let's see if the ball stays out of Jalen Brunson's hand, which milks the clock, and they play Karl Anthony Towns, who's probably one of the more talented 7-footers that we've ever seen. I mean, we're literally looking at the Joker, Zep Wembanyama, and Karl Anthony Towns, 7-foot guys that will bring the ball down the court, put it between their legs, run fast breaks. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has an interesting stat. I think it's the only one that had it. It was something like 1,500 threes and 1,500 rebounds, and I don't think anyone else has that stat. Wembanyama is on his way to also having that statistic. Okay,
I don't want to get to Wembanyama. I'm going to ask you a question, though. You're telling me that Detroit going to win the next 3 games in a row. That's what you're telling me.
I'm hoping they will.
No. Are you telling me they're going to win 3 in a row? You said they're going to win tomorrow night. They're going to win game 5 in the Garden. They're going to win game 6. So they're going to win the next 3 games, Kendall? Put on record.
Detroit in 6, winning the next 3.
Okay, wow. What about you, Bishop? You agree with that?
You know I don't agree with that. See, it's that diesel feeling. Kendall been in that truck too long.
I think so.
Hey, Bruce, he in 5th gear and blowing out the engine and inhaling the smoke or something. No.
He got tomatoes in all his pipes.
Yeah, but see now, listen.
You can't take a nap. Like you tell me. Don't take a nap.
I'm still saying the Knicks will win it. The Knicks will win it. And don't let last night's score fool you, because that was an illusion. I don't know what happened to him in the last minute and a half. This ain't nothing new with the Knicks, Bruce. You can back me up on this one. The Knicks in the last 2 minutes of a game start panicking. And last night they started panicking, but they pulled it back together. I mean, you know, they're going to be all right. They were up 8 with 3 minutes left, okay? And then suddenly they're, you know,
in Detroit too. In Detroit.
The thing about it is they took back the game they lost. So now the series is back in their hands. So when we get back to New York, you gotta win whatever games are played in New York. All they gotta do is win 2. That's all they do.
So Don, who you got, the Knicks or Detroit? Who did you get from the beginning?
I started out with Detroit, but unlike everybody else, I'm gonna jump over on the Knicks side.
What? What?
Hold on a minute. Let me make a phone call,
tell you
Don.
something.
Yeah, we
I'll
got
tell
any
you
more?
what the key. I'm gonna have to
We do?
agree with Bruce now. The key is
Hey,
gonna be
Don,
Brunson.
I just found out we got room on the bus for you, buddy.
If Brunson passes the ball or they just count him out, they will win. They looked really good. Carl Anthony
But
Towns
you're not
did one
loyal.
thing last night. Can't nobody stop him when he go into that hole.
That's
Nobody
right.
in Detroit can
That's
touch
right.
him. You know, if
Go
they
ahead,
keep
go
that
Larry.
game playing up, I don't see why. I think the Knicks gonna pull it out on the board. But the
Yep.
But one thing,
Go
you
ahead.
got to be loyal. But the real thing is, OG got 22, even though
Right.
Brunson got 30 points last night. Towns
many?
got 31. And the thing is, it's just the way he played. He still got his 30 points. He still got his 30
Wow.
points. But with Detroit, Tobias didn't show up. You know, Thompson didn't play well.
They shut him down.
Cunningham as usual. Hardaway played very good.
Very good.
And Shooter played good. Shooter played good, but he's not going to give you 25 to 30 points a game.
No, he's not. It's the other guy. The first guy you said the Philly.
Hey.
Cunningham,
Tobias Harris.
Tobias Harris. He's all right. He's a star.
Tobias Harris got 5 points.
Right.
Yeah, but Jerry, you gotta look at it this
He up
way.
there.
When you involved,
Down.
when a player's involved in the offense, they
Yeah.
automatically play better defense.
Right. I agree.
Everybody was involved last night. That's why they shut them boys down on defense.
Okay. What about you, Anthony? Now you still going with Detroit, right?
Mhm.
Even though the Knicks
I had Detroit in 7. Like I said, I still hope that I'm wrong. The best thing about last night.
Donald switched.
But
Donald
I didn't
switched.
say I didn't say I was switching. I said from day one. I said no. I repeated exactly what I said on the last show. I'm picking Detroit, but I hope I'm wrong. That being said, both teams have stolen a game on the road.
Yep.
And the fact that I put the loss on game 2 on Brunson's hands because he failed to get the ball to Towns in the second half in game 2. I mean, conceivably, Knicks should be up. Conceivably, the Knicks could be up 3-0 if not for that. If not for the last those last 2 minutes in game 2. Look, the pivotal game Sunday. I'll say this: whoever wins Sunday wins the series. I'll say that.
Hear that, Kendall? Whoever wins Sunday wins the series because the Knicks will be up 3 games to 1 going back home. So you might eat your words, man. The Detroit winning 3 straight because if the Knicks win, you know that guard's going to be rocking for game 5. That towel's going to be swinging. Come on now, Kendall. If the Knicks win, Spike Lee and all the boys going to be there. Please, it's over. The Knicks. All right, Otis, go ahead, bro. The Knicks. What you think?
Yes.
Come on, Hope.
I picked the Knicks from the get-up.
Okay.
I picked the Knicks from the beginning because Detroit, I don't think they got enough. Number one, what's his name? Hardaway not playing good. And the other guy, what's his name? Beasley. He's not producing. So when you look at the Knicks side, you gotta get Bronson. He's the best clutch player in the league almost. So you have to keep him, you have to let him have that ball 5 minutes and under. You have to let him have the ball. Then let him distribute it to who he want. If he can't distribute, then he shoot. But at the same token, you got Ananoba and you got Bridges. If one of them guys play good, then they're gonna beat them easily because Detroit don't have 3 players that can score consistent 20 points, 25 points a night. They don't have it.
All right.
The Knicks do. Even Ananoba been scoring 20 points a game.
Don't forget Isaiah Stewart didn't play last night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And he seemed to slow Towns down a little bit.
Okay. That makes
But
you
you gotta look at that.
You gonna play Sunday?
Right, Bruce. He don't slow Towns down. He holds him. He just don't get caught.
Right.
Listen, let me make these announcements. Bishop, you can read your announcement right here because I want to get this out of the way because I got to talk about the Clippers. Go ahead, Bishop.
All right, the Bridge Network, Covenant Association of Fellowship, Covenant Churches, and Independent Ministries is having their first conclave ever in the state of Connecticut. Where's it going to be? It's going to be in Windsor, Connecticut, at the hotel, the Marriott, 28 Day Hill Road. That is in Windsor, Connecticut. It's taking place May 23rd through May 25th. It's themed The Blessed Realm. Come join myself, Dr. Teagues, and a whole lot of other Connecticut pastors and people who are in this area, along with our prelate, Bishop Faraja J. Kafela, and the West Coast, the Alaska, Canada, Mexico, Dominican Republic, and other churches that are coming from around the world. Come join us. I promise you it'll be the time of your life. If you're a leader, hit that QR code. Sign up. $35 is very little money. That's McDonald's 5 times in the same week, and it still don't taste good. Anyway, the bottom line is, come on. I promise you, you'll enjoy yourself.
All right, let me make the announcement about the Pitts Chapel Women on the Move, the 3rd annual fashion show and dinner event. It's going to be on Saturday, May 3rd at 4 p.m. and tickets are $35. Locations at the Dixon Community House. You can call the 197 Dixon Avenue. Call Sister Gwen at 203-887-1209 or Sabrina at 475-7905. And the last one, Bishop, you can do this for me, all right? And we'll go back.
Yes. Now, gentlemen, every last one of us on this panel, those of you that are watching by way of YouTube, wherever you're watching us, put this on your calendar. No excuses will be accepted. You'll owe me $1,000 if you don't show up. We're having an appreciation service for this great man you see in my upper left corner. It is Dr. Jerry Green's appreciation celebration. It's taking place at the new Trinity Temple Church of God in Christ, 285 Dixon Avenue in the city of New Haven. That's June 29th at 3 p.m. Doors will open at 2:30. Get there early because I don't believe there are going to be very many seats left. And if you don't mind standing up, well, hey, just show up when you get ready. You don't want to miss this one. And for you guys in New Haven, I'm going to say it. I have to say it. He's been there for you. Now it's your turn. What you going to do?
All right. That's our sports talk. Go ahead, Kendall.
We have to show ourselves worthy. We got to show up for Jerry, okay? All right?
I got you, man. I know that. All right, sports talk. We have a phone number 203-8. I'm sorry, go ahead, Kendall.
We're the highest rated show in this gospel network. We're behind you 100%. I think we should show a show of force, being sports talk, and give us all like 45 seconds to give you whatever we need. If not, me and Don just gonna take it by force, brother, because you deserve it.
It ain't going down like that, brother. It ain't going down like that.
Sports talk is on the program. The Bishop going to be emceeing, so sports talk is on the program. Let's get back to the show, man. WJRG Television Network, produced by Big Don Production. Yes, indeed. Big Don Production.
I like that.
Well, I'm going to start with you, Larry. The Clippers, man, they destroyed the Denver Nuggets last night, 117-83. I know you picked Denver, Larry. You said if there's a fight, they got to go with the Joker. They got killed last night, and it don't look too good for the Clippers. I mean, for the Denver, as far as I'm concerned. But what is your thoughts on this series so far? The Clippers are 2-1, and it should be 3-1 because they could have won that game 1-2 in overtime. Give me your thoughts, Larry.
It's been a dogfight. It's been a real dogfight. The Joker hasn't had too much backup. You know, his other players are not contributing as much as they should, but he's in a dogfight. But the Clippers, if you look at it on paper and you look at it by the eyesight, you see that the Clippers has a better total team. They're playing together right now. You know, everybody on all cylinders. What the Nuggets need to go back, have a meeting, get everybody back together, and come out differently and play as a team.
Right, and I want to say one thing before I go to the legend. And they got 2 coaches too. They got Jeff Van Gundy and they got Tyronn Lue. Because Jeff Van Gundy is coaching on the side. He's telling Ty Lue what to do. And Denver got no coach, and they fired their coach. All right, go ahead, Bruce. Go ahead, legend.
Yeah, y'all laughed at me when I told you them Clippers was gonna get on them Denver, didn't you? And I tell y'all them Clippers were ready. Yeah, I see y'all walking on ice now, slipping on the other side. I see. Yeah, man. The Clippers look dangerous, man.
They just went home. That's all.
And
They do.
Paul haven't even had a real good game yet.
Okay, all right. So I know we picked the
Nope.
Clippers, and you said the Clippers and the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals. Bishop, what do you think about the Clippers in Denver? Your thoughts?
Well, I mean, and I just sat there and listened to Bruce. I got to laugh because we're only going to game 3. It ain't over yet.
Game 4. Game 4.
Game 4.
The point is, the Joker still hasn't woken up. He's done his job, but the rest of the crew seems to be missing. I got to take into consideration the lack of a coach. And the interim coach that they have, I'm beginning to wonder, has this guy ever played basketball? But anyway, I'm going to leave it like that. Truth of the matter is, we're going to wait and see what Denver is made of. And games 4 and 5 are going to be the storytellers because they're going to either win or go home.
If they lose game 4, when they play tomorrow, whatever, it's over. Go ahead, Don. Denver, the Clippers.
I'm already gonna say it's over. Denver, the Joker just don't have enough help, especially with what's the name getting hurt. The other boy that got hurt. All they got right now is Murray. And
I think it's
Porter.
Porter.
They're not gonna win with just Murray.
Not Porter, the guard.
Yeah, Porter, the one got hurt. But I'm saying, they're not gonna win with just Murray. It's over for Denver. They can hang it up.
No.
As long as it's over. As long as
Big O said no.
I'm telling them it's over. As long
It's
as
over. It's over.
Hurt,
It's over. Okay.
It's over.
Yeah. As long as nobody get hurt on Cleveland.
Man,
as long as nobody get hurt on those
It's over.
teams.
But
Anyway, it's over.
Jerry, how do you fire a championship coach right before the playoffs?
That's what I said.
Exactly.
That's front office stuff. That's what that is.
Something wrong.
Something wrong. All right, let me put
Something wrong.
It's front office stuff. I mean, these GMs don't have a clue. They sit there with their suits and ties. Some of them actually have played basketball, so I'm not going to say all of them. But whoever's over there with Denver, yeah, man, leave Bush beer alone. Whatever you're doing over there, man, something ain't working for these.
They fired the GM too.
Yeah, so Big O is over with. You said it. Clippers got it.
Yeah, you
they got it because Denver don't got no bench, and James Harden is the key to that series. That boy playing.
Okay.
You want to make a lie out of y'all.
He's playing great.
Nothing in the playoffs.
Yeah, they said stop talking about them. Go ahead, Anthony, on the Clippers and Denver. Now, who did you pick, Anthony, from the beginning?
I think I picked the Clippers. To be honest with you, I don't remember. But the fact that Murray hasn't shown up, and I think Russell Westbrook is basically on a milk carton right now as well. It's going to be tough. It's going to be real tough for them to pull this off. Yeah, well, it's he's probably still hurt. I think that's probably what the deal is. But yeah, I think he's probably just playing literally because they're beaten up. But yeah, give the Clippers credit. We all know that Leonard has a history of being great in the postseason as well. More so Leonard than Harden. I mean, Harden's going to get his points, even if he has to take 88 shots. But he's going to get his. But yeah, it's.
You think it's over?
It's not looking good. I always, I don't want to say it's over, but it's
it's over. It's over.
Fat lady's warming up. She's warming up. I'll at least say that.
Because the Clippers are getting more and more confident that they can beat these boys now. It's over. They killed them last night. And if they win game 4, it's over. Go ahead, Kendall. Give me your opinion on the Clippers and Denver.
Well, this is non-existent too. I went for Denver, so I'm not jumping on the bandwagon, and I did not expect some old Kawhi Leonard to go 15 for 19 after going 19 points in the first game and not scoring, or maybe scoring 2 points in the fourth quarter. He went off. He reminded me that when healthy, he's one of the top 5 players in the NBA. He's still in the conversation with LeBron, Giannis, and the rest of them. So I picked Denver, but who fired a championship coach, who was also the son of Brandon Malone, who was the assistant coach at Detroit, who was also a championship coach. So they fired a championship pedigree, and I mean, I'm still going to go with Denver, but I just don't think they're going to get past the Clippers. I'm just not going to jump on bandwagon. I'm turning over a new leaf.
Okay, so now, I want you guys to really think about this for a second now.
Oh, before you move on, I wanted to say one more thing.
Go ahead, Bruce.
I'm surprised how many minutes Ben Simmons getting.
I'm with you on that one. Yes, I'm with you on that one.
Ben Simmons is very talented.
Yeah, but look what he did the last couple of years.
Yeah.
We threw him out the gym, not mine under the bus.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? We gave up on him completely.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's in a position where he doesn't have to be the go-to, so to speak, and he feels comfortable with that. So, I mean, some guys can play like that when they don't have to be the go-to, when they don't have to have the pressure on them. And Simmons is just showing that once he can get relaxed in the game, he can be who he is. So, hey, more power to you, brother.
Hey, listen, I'm going to move on this quarter of. I'm going to get to this one. Now, even if the Clippers beat Denver and OKC came back last night after being down by 27 points, and I returned the game, to be honest.
Oh, wow.
I said, no, but I learned my lesson again.
I did too.
They came back and won. Wow. How good is OKC?
Once John got hurt, it was all over.
Yeah, but they were still up by 20. They was up by 20-some points.
Yeah, but still, they needed John, man.
They got a shooter. After Ja, who's their next best shooter after Ja?
They fell right apart.
Okay, but you're in the playoffs now. This is the playoffs. You need
that. They fell right apart.
Matter. See, the cheap suit theory goes to everybody. If you ain't got nobody after your number one shooter, cheap suit, rip, it's over.
Okay. Yeah. My question to everybody right now, I know Bruce got the Clippers going to the Western Conference Finals. OKC is looking good, man. They're beating these teams. They're beating the Grizzlies, decisively. Which team are you guys going to pick, Anthony, OKC or the Clippers, if both of them win? Because OKC is up 3-0. You know they're going to win that series. Who you got?
You mean if OKC plays the Clippers in the playoffs?
Yeah, that's the next.
I'm gonna go with OKC. I'll go with OKC.
Ooh, okay. Wow.
Yeah. Okay. They're the number one team. They're the number one team.
All right, I'll write that down. Anthony got OKC. Okay. OKC. All right, that's cool. Larry, if OKC and the Clippers meet in the second round, who you got?
OKC all day, every day.
Oh my God! Oh, OKC. Why, Larry? You said you back on the Clippers?
The Clippers are playing good right now. OKC been playing that way the whole year.
Okay, so you got.
Thank you,
Bruce. You still with the Clippers, right, Bruce?
Let me tell you a secret.
Go ahead, Bruce.
They just put some fresh oil on them Clippers, and they ready to cut up. That's all I'm gonna say. The Clippers got some fresh oil, and they ready to do some trimming, brother.
We got the Clippers.
You know what, Bruce? Even legends can be wrong. Okay, I just want to say that. Fresh oil, no oil, dry rub, it don't matter. Okay?
Bishop, just Bruce got us laughing. Who you got, the Clippers or OKC, man? Who you got?
Listen, I'm going with OKC. Okay, listen, and I ain't got nothing against the Clippers. OKC is gonna practically run the Clippers out the doggone door.
Wow.
He's gonna sit there. He's gonna be bent over at the foul line on the other side. James Harden gonna go get him about 2 extra bottles of Gatorade because he's dehydrated after the second quarter. Who's the other guy for the Clippers? I can't think of his name off the top of my head. Bottom line is, OKC's gonna run right past the Clippers if they get to the finals, but they're not gonna get there.
Let me go with Owen, and I'll go with Kendall. Who you got, Otis? Clippers or OKC, man? You know they're gonna be.
You know, OKC, man, they too deep.
Yep.
They too deep.
Okay.
They'll win. They win it. They may go 6. They may beat them in 5, but they ain't going more than 6. They too tough, man. I don't think nobody's gonna beat them.
They're gonna put
they too deep
on SGA, and it's gonna be all over.
Yeah, Bruce got now.
Gonna be all over.
Listen. And I'm putting tape around all my seats.
Yeah, they too good
on the bus. So don't y'all try to get on my bus.
I'm not trying to get on my bus. You know what?
My seats taped up.
Listen,
now.
I'm not taking any seats. I'm seat open just for you. The front seat. Okay.
I got the yellow tape around there too, because this gonna be emergency.
No, you're gonna be in the double decker upstairs in the front seat, so you
Okay. Let me go with Kendall. Kendall, who you got, Kendall? Who you got, Kendall? Kendall, you hear me?
OKC to win the whole thing against Cleveland.
You got OKC winning the whole thing. Okay, wow, all right.
Hello?
Your couch available, Jerry?
Take a nap, Kendall. Okay, let me get my pick because I ain't got my brother Walter Teague pick. Bruce,
you ain't got my pick either. Don't forget.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Don. I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead, Don.
That's all right. Well, I actually was about not to say anything because it's so close to me. Because I don't know, man. The way Harding and what's the name is playing, them boys, and they hungry. And Harden need a ring. So it's hard for me to go against the Clippers at this point. Them boys, they either got to get their ring now or never. Okay,
Never.
Still to have a chance after this.
Never.
You know?
Never.
Never.
So this
You
is
got
a
done.
hard opportunity. But I'm gonna go with OKC
Never.
for the simple fact that Harden always let me down, and I'm still looking for him to let me down.
Okay, you got OKC. Bruce, I like the way the Clippers are playing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just can't depend on Kawhi Leonard for all three series. I think he'll get hurt. I think something's gonna happen. I think something's gonna happen to Kawhi, either if it ain't this round or the next round, because he's playing too hard. And for a guy to be in what do you call it, management when they try to preserve you. I
Load
think
management.
too hard. Yeah, load management. I think he's playing too hard. I think he'll get hurt. So I got to go with OKC. In fact, I can't depend on Kawhi Leonard. I'm going with OKC.
So what happens if he don't get hurt?
Then the Clippers will probably win. But
Then Harden gonna start choking. That's what's gonna happen.
So
Bruce,
think positive. I'm not thinking on injury. I'm thinking about the way they're playing right now.
no, but he's playing too hard, Bruce. He's playing too hard.
There's no such thing as playing too hard. This
For him, it is.
money time.
For him, it is though. For him, not for somebody else.
What happens if SGA get hurt?
No. He don't have history getting hurt though.
Hey, the history over. Leonard out there playing.
Bruce, if it happens to me, then come down this show and we'll just say Joe, you was right. Okay?
I agree.
I'm just gonna say I got 2 words, Bruce. Peanut butter sandwich. They will choke.
That's actually 3.
That's quite all right. No, peanut butter is 1 word. Keep it together. Don't take it.
Hey, Ernie, you the same guy that tell me you cook your grilled cheese in the microwave.
You got that right. Especially when I'm in a hurry. Hey, watch that. Hey, you don't like this one, Jerry.
All right. I got a couple more before we go, man. I got a couple more before we go, man. All right. The Cleveland Cavaliers are up 2-0 against the Heat. Is it over, Bruce? For the Heat? Bruce, is it over?
Yeah.
It's over? All right,
Yes,
Larry, is it over for the Heat or what?
It's over.
it's done. It's done. Well done.
It's over before it started.
Don is over?
I said
It was
Tyler
over
Hero.
before it
I was
started.
telling Bruce.
It's over before it
Tyler
started.
Hero was not the man that he was telling me it was. It's over.
Okay, Bruce, hear that, right? It's over, Anthony? Between Miami and Cleveland?
Maybe Miami gets a salvage game, but yeah, I can't see them coming back from this series.
Nope.
What about you, Bishop?
I got, in the words of the Ohio players, fried turkeys. That's what they are.
Big O, what about you? Is it over? Big O, is
It's
it over?
over before it started.
All right. No,
It was over before it started.
they got to play the game. I mean, you got to respect.
I know what you're saying. It was over before they started. They're gonna sweep them. They're gonna sweep them 4-0.
Okay, it's 4. Wow, sweet.
Cleveland too good for man.
I don't know if it'll be a sweep, but because they got to go to Miami now too. Now, so give them a little respect. Kendall, is it over for the Miami Heat?
I told you it's Cleveland in the championship. And
Okay.
I'll be in Cleveland when they're playing the championship too.
Oh, they're gonna beat Boston. Yeah, let me write that down. They beat Boston.
Oh yeah, I got Cleveland getting past Boston.
Kendall got Cleveland over Boston. Okay, wow.
Evan Mobley just got Defensive Player of the Year, which made a $45 million difference in his paycheck. He's going to earn his money. That team is nice, man.
Bruce asked me,
hurt his wrist.
Kendall, Bruce asked me, do I got room on my couch now? So
I'm almost scared to catch that button.
On the couch, so be careful what you say now. Hold on. Listen.
Hey, Jerry, give him an extra pillow too.
Larry, what about the Pacers and the Bucks? Can the Bucks rebound and come back? Larry, go ahead.
I don't think the Bucks can come back.
Why?
The Bucks have not been in it the whole series.
Yeah, but they're going home though. They go home now.
They are outclassing them for sure.
They go home though, Larry.
They are outclassing them for sure.
Do they play tonight?
8 o'clock tonight.
They play tonight. Larry, they go home.
It's 2-0, right?
It's 2-0.
Yeah.
But they have to go home though,
right?
But they got to go home, Larry.
It hasn't been close. We're talking
So what?
games.
So what? I done seen teams that was down 2-0. Remember, the Bucks were down 2-0 against the Phoenix Suns in the finals and came back and won the next 4. Just because you're down 2-0, got to give them a chance to go home, Larry. Give them a chance to go home.
chance to go home, but it ain't gonna change nothing.
All right, so you definitely got the Pacers.
I'll whip you at my house and take you home and whip you too.
Oh boy!
You got the Pacers, man. You got the Pacers home. It's over. Wow, Bruce, is it over, man? Against for the Bucks.
It's over. It's over.
Yeah. And you know what? I think people sleeping on the Pacers too. You know what I mean? Because they got a better team that people keep hollering.
I agree.
You know, Celtics and Cleveland. Them Pacers pretty tough too now.
That's right.
Everybody healthy again.
He is.
So the Bucks go home.
They got Magdalene and all them boys healthy.
All right. What about you, Don? Is it over for the Bucks?
I wouldn't say it's over. I think the Bucks can still win their 2 at home.
Okay, there you go.
The Bucks is not a team that they're not playing up to their potential, but they're not a stinky team. I think they're going to win the next 2 at home. I don't know who's going to win the series yet. Ask me a guy later. But I think the Bucks got the next 2 at home.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead.
And plus, don't forget, this Lillard's only his second game back. You know.
Right. He's been out for a long time.
This game should be different than the way he played that first game he came back. So that should make a difference.
What about you, Bishop, on the Bucks?
Well, I said from the outset that the Pacers would beat the Bucks. So I'm gonna stick to my guns on that one.
How many games? 6 games and 7 or what?
I want to say 5, but I better say 6 to beat. No, forget all that safe stuff. 5 games. The Bucks in 5.
I mean 5.
5 games. You got the Pacers in 5.
Pacers in 5.
Anthony, go ahead, bro.
The Bucks stops in 5.
The Bucks stop in 5. So you got the Pacers too. So Anthony got the Pacers. Bruce got the Pacers.
5.
Pacers in 5.
Bishop got Pacers.
5.
With no jive.
There you go. They're on the ride.
Anthony got the Pacers.
He's a poet and doesn't even know it.
Sure yet. Me and Donald not sure yet because I'm gonna wait until see how they do at home. Before I
See, Donald want to wait till 3-1.
No,
He's gonna change teams.
Okay. Jerry, that wait and see.
Jerry.
Hold on a minute, Bruce. That wait and see is like checking the pool, see if there's any water in there. You can already see if there's water in the pool.
Hey, Bishop, let me refresh your memory.
Go ahead.
Back in 1993, was the Knicks up 2-0 over the Bulls? Yes or no?
Man, I wasn't even born then.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Hold on, Bruce. That's the Band-Aid.
He just a question.
Make sure I read that series, huh?
Well, ask you a simple question. What's up? Yes or no?
That series. And we was over Pastor Darden's house, I think, watching Game 3. Man, I went to church mad that day.
So just because the team is up 2-0, and they haven't got a chance to go home. And I said the Bucks wasn't the Bucks down 2-0 against the Phoenix Suns in the finals.
Listen, let me help you out. And yes, but let me help you out with something.
Well, he had a better team then.
You can be up 2-0, and then you can sweep. You can end up having to be in a dogfight. The point is, at the end of the day, when the smoke clears, who's standing on top? Okay, in this case, Pacers. I'm done.
Hey, Jerry, you said you and Donald want to wait.
Yeah.
Y'all made some good cold lemonade for them because they come to watch the playoffs with you.
It wasn't Bruce.
If the Bucks win the series, they're gonna bother both of us. I swear. The Bucks better not win, Don. They better not come back and win the series. Damn near they better not be get. Right?
Put extra lemons in it. Put extra lemons.
Yeah. Well, if the Bucks do win, we got lemonade to hand out to those guys.
That's all right. That's all right. Not too much sugar in mine.
Should we have some lemonade? Should we have some lemonade with the cheese? Should we have some cheese to go with it too, since it's Milwaukee?
Bake some cookies.
Listen. Okay, I got two more because it's almost 7:00, man. The Rockets and the Warriors. Now I know, Anthony, you picked the Rockets, right?
Yep.
Bruce, you picked the Warriors, right?
Yes, sir.
Larry, you picked the Warriors.
No, I did not.
You know, you picked the Rockets?
You picked the
I
Rockets.
picked the Rockets.
I'm sorry, because you went Steph before. Okay, you changed. Okay, you flip-flop on me. Kendall,
No, I did not.
Kendall, who did you pick? Kendall frozen?
Yeah, he froze.
Or sleep. No, let me see.
All right.
Back.
Well, my question is Jimmy Bucket playing? That's how I'm going to
That's
go.
a good question.
Is he playing? Larry?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is Jimmy Butler playing, Anthony?
I think he's gonna be out.
I'm
the
gonna
next
check.
game.
I'm gonna check now. The last I heard, they were gonna try to sit him. I think.
They're gonna do what?
The last I heard, they were gonna sit him for this game.
Oh, that's over then.
That's the last I heard.
Yeah,
I'm going with you.
it's over.
I'm going with you.
Yeah, it's over.
It's over?
Isn't Golden State up 2-1, right?
No, it's tied
1-1.
It's over.
1-1.
1-1.
1-1.
Yeah.
Now they're
It's
going
1-1.
They play tonight.
Golden State. They're going back to Golden State now.
They play tonight.
Just the update. He's now listed as questionable, injured pelvis and a deep muscle contusion.
Yeah, and still, I think Dylan should have gotten
No, he won't play.
foul.
No,
No, I'm sorry. That push, Draymond Green did push him a little bit, but he ain't push him that hard.
No, it didn't.
Not like that. Because when you look at that collision, he stumbled into Butler. To me, that should be a flagrant 2, and he should be ejected for the next game. That's my opinion.
Okay, so
it was close.
No, that wasn't close. I mean, I know Green had his hand in his back, but you didn't see any force from Green. Go back and watch it. YouTube. You can
It don't matter. The name Green alone gets you in trouble.
Houston Golden State is tomorrow night. That's the ABC game tomorrow night.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's tomorrow night.
And they still only played 2 games?
Yeah, only played 2 games.
Yeah,
1-1.
yeah. They drag. Unfortunately, the first round they drag it out for TV. So
Yeah,
the first round may not end until Memorial Day at this point in time right now.
Yeah, you're right.
and plus, the way they had it last night, Denver and OKC out almost the same time, man. Come on. Come on.
Well, like the Lakers are the late game tonight. They haven't played since Tuesday.
Right. Now, who you guys got with that one? Let me start with you, Bruce. Lakers or Minnesota? Who you got?
I like the Lakers, man.
All right, you got the Lakers. Larry, who you got, bro? Larry, who you got?
Come back to me. I'm going with Minnesota. I'm going with Minnesota.
But that's you picked from the beginning, though, to win, right?
Yes, it is.
Larry, I don't know, man. You've been I don't know.
I'm not flipping.
All right, you going with Minnesota? Wow, man.
Yes, sir.
Kansas City threw him off.
Yeah, right.
Who you got down tonight? You got the Lakers tonight.
I'm going with the Lakers. I'm going
They're playing in
with the Lakers.
Minnesota now. They're playing in Minnesota, down.
I know, but I'm looking for LeBron James to really wake up. It's time for him to have a big, spectacular game.
I think he
All right, who you got, Bishop? Because you picked Minnesota.
I picked Minnesota, and I'm sticking to my guns on this one.
Boom.
There you go. Double barrel.
You got Minnesota over LeBron and Luka tonight.
I got it.
But they won a piece too.
And the
One
twins.
thing I will say, though, Jay, before we move on, Luka, that is a passing fool, man. I watched him. I said, "Oh Lord, this dude can slice pizza and ain't even got a knife."
Who you got? You go.
Sharp his passes are.
Who you got on?
Lakers.
You the man, oh. Why you
Gotta go with LA.
Why you got the Lakers on?
No,
Right.
they got better. They got better team. They got Lucas. Even Reed not playing that good. He had a good game. He's all over.
Okay.
Right,
Okay.
right.
He the man. He the one. He the difference maker.
I got you ready, Anthony. Who you got, Anthony?
No, I picked the Lakers to win this series, so I'll stay with the Lakers.
The Lakers winning this
I
series.
thought you were with the Grizzlies at first.
No, he had the Lakers. He had the Lakers.
All right, I said the Lakers are going to lose in the next round.
Yeah. And Anthony said that the Lakers, because the defense is going to let them down, and somewhere in the second round. So either Houston or Golden State is going to beat the Lakers. That's what Anthony's saying. But what about a Minnesota advance? Would they beat Minnesota though? Either Golden State or Houston? What do you think?
I'm sorry.
If Minnesota beat the Lakers, would Houston and Golden State beat Minnesota as well?
Absolutely.
Wow. You really stick a high for Golden State and Houston, man. God, I don't see too much.
They're better. They're good. They're good defensive teams. Now it's going to be tough for Golden State now with Butler being out, but end of the day. Well, look, the Lakers showed you that they have lapses. Just all you got to do is go back to game one. Now, so far they've been okay, but I think I'll say it before, I'll say it again. I think either Houston or the Warriors can beat the Lakers in the 7-game series.
Okay, now you brought up game one. To me, like I put it in the text, I think that was a good loss for the Lakers because sometimes you can get over cocky thinking that, if you don't play the game, all right, that you can still win the game. You got to play. And I think that was a wake-up loss for the Lakers, to be honest with you, Anthony. We'll see tonight. If the Lakers come out strong, if they come out strong and blow up Minnesota, that was a good loss for them. Because sometimes you need a loss to wake you up. Because
they don't. They realize they're going home.
Huh?
They don't. They realize they're going home.
Man, you better come on my couch too, man. All right. Because I don't know, you talking a little crazy. All right, the final one is going to be, I think the Celtics, but that's over anyway. And Orlando Magic. What you guys think, man? You guys still going with the Celtics going all the way? Besides Kendall,
the fact that they spanked them without Tatum, I think, just speaks volumes.
Yeah. And they're not even going to play Tatum the next game.
Yeah, he's not playing. He's already out for tonight.
Why even worry about it? Because
Holiday out too.
The next round.
And who they got to play the next round?
Holiday out too.
You got to play the winner of the Knicks in Detroit the next round. Who the Celtics got to play the next round?
That's who they play.
Yeah.
They play the winner of that series.
Yeah, they can rest them next series too.
Yeah.
Come on, Larry. Now you ain't getting Knicks no respect. Larry, what's going on tonight, man?
I know Bruce and Bishop got real quiet when he said that.
Let's face reality here. Hold on. Let's face reality. Regardless of what Larry might say, get on the couch, Larry. Anyway, regardless of what Larry may say, the truth of the matter is Knicks do have a chance, but the truth of the matter is, how is Brunson going to lead this team? Where's Towns? What's Anunoby going to do? We got to go all the way down the list because Boston is no joke, okay? Absolute no joke. Their bench is that good. So
neither is Cleveland either, though.
No, well, you're right. But
there's no joke either, man.
In this particular round, I think the
Knicks good, man.
The Knicks meet the winner of the Orlando Boston series in the next round. So hey, one team at a time.
Let's get by Detroit first, please.
Y'all can beat Detroit, Anthony. You're gonna beat Detroit. Trust me. It's not gonna be rocking. I don't think Detroit, as the series get closer to the end, more pressure gonna be on Detroit. I don't know if they can handle the pressure that the Knicks can handle. Because it's going to be pressure. Every game going to be more pressure. Game 4, Game 5, Game 6. I think the Knicks.
Jerry, that Detroit cannot keep shooting 35+% from the 3-point line. But right now, that's exactly what they're doing. So, somewhere down the line, man, because, if they took 25 3-pointers, they may have made 21 of the 25.
I told the Knicks in 7. I'm sticking with that. Because Game 7 is going to be in New York.
Finally, he's riding with us, Bruce. He's riding with us.
I told you Tuesday. I got
see if we got any spare tires, Bruce. Just in
But
case.
he done flatten all them.
No. I told you from the beginning I'm going with the Knicks. You guys are the one. Anthony, he picked Detroit, and then some of y'all picked Detroit. I just don't see Detroit.
I picked New York as far as they can go.
Okay, all right.
As long as the Knicks move that ball around, if they move that ball around, it'll end in 6.
Yeah.
All right. That's a wrap for tonight. Bishop, you gonna close out? I mean, I know you don't mind closing us out. Okay.
Yeah, I will. Thank each and every one of you for joining us. We look forward to seeing you on Tuesday. Don't forget those announcements and go back and watch the replay KMI on demand. If you missed anything, if you got any questions, definitely email us. Let us know. If you got a topic of discussion, bring it up. Which reminds me, Jerry, Tuesday, let's talk about the Shannon Sharp thing. Anyway, let's move forward.
Bishop, do your announcement again.
Okay.
Let's get somebody missed it from the beginning, right? Go ahead.
All right, here we go. Very quickly, the Bridge Network Eastern Regional Conclave taking place. The Blessed Realm is the theme. That's May 23rd through May 25th at the Marriott Hotel, 28 Day Hill Road in Windsor, Connecticut. For leaders, the QR code, if you want to be part of our training session. For the general public, we have 2 services that you can join. One on Friday at 7 p.m. and then another on Sunday at 11 a.m. For more information, look at the email in the bottom right corner there. It is the Bridge Network bncf@gmail.com for more information. Hope to see your face in the place.
All right. And we got one last one, the Pitts Chapel Women on the Move. Once again, the 3rd annual fashion show and dinner event on Saturday, May 3rd, 2025. The time is 4 p.m. Tickets are $35. Location, the Dixville Community House, 197 Dixville Avenue, right here in our great city of New Haven. And call Gwen at 203-887-1209 or Sabrina at 475-234-7905. Close out in prayer, Bishop. Amen.
Father, we thank you for this great day and the time that you've given us. Thank you for an excellent week, God. Even if we've had any kind of trouble whatsoever, you brought us through this and you brought us through that. Now, as we prepare to leave this place, but never your presence, continue to walk with us, talk to us. Give us what's needed and or necessary to be in the level and the area of prosperity according to your word. We ask that you let the words of our mouth and the meditation of our heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, our impenetrable rock, our redeemer, and our strength, which in Jesus' name we pray. Amen and amen.
Amen. All right, you guys have a blessed weekend. You guys stay on top of the draft. We're going to talk about it again Tuesday, wrap it up on Tuesday.
Now, Cleveland's on the clock, so we'll find out. Is Shedeur Sanders going to get picked in the 2nd round? Let's wait and see.
I'm going to watch the Lakers tonight, y'all. Have a blessed evening, everybody. God bless.